Welcome along to the Gobby Gaffer YouTube channel, where I am playing a one-club save in Football Manager 2023 with Borussia Monchengladbach. And in today's episode, one more signing through the door and quite a decent start to my third season in charge with Borussia Monchengladbach. Let's have a look at what's been going on. And the transfer in question was a loan from Manchester City. Orkun Koku, I think his name is, Orkun Koku, a Turkish 23-year-old. He's an advanced playmaker. He's a little bit against the grain from what I was speaking about in the last episode, in that he's not really a midfielder who can get his foot in. He's only got a 7 for marking, 6 for tackling, sorry. But other than that, you know, his technicals are really good, and he's got first touch of 14, decisions, composure, all really good, great stamina. I mean, you can read all of those stats for yourself, and I think he will get a lot of game time as a really creative player in the team. Just 3 games played since you last were with me. We saw the Hoffenheim game in the last episode. We then played FC Köln, our big rivals. We scraped to 3-2 in that. Wasn't the greatest of performances, but Leonardo on the score sheet again. 2 nice goals, one right at the beginning of the game, one right at the end of the game. Then we played Schalke 04, that much better performance in this one. Glock netted a couple of goals in that, and we got that 4-1. Nice victory, that one. Little bit of a friendly in there. There was an international break, and then we played Hertha Berlin away from home, and we couldn't hit a barn door with a banjo, and it ended up 0-0. Not exactly the result I wanted going into the Champions League. And speaking of the Champions League, so if we have a quick look down here, we are going to get a Champions League game in today, but the teams that we will be playing are Celtic, Slavia Prague, Manchester United, RB Leipzig, FC Porto, Aston Villa, Real San Sebastian, PSG and Ajax. So not the easiest of groups, but unfortunately at the stage that we are finding ourselves at in the Champions League, there are no easy groups really. So we've just got to do as best as we can, and we are going to watch the away game against Celtic today, and that's our first foray into the Champions League. Kind of a strange looking Bundesliga at the moment, not for the fact that we're top, because I think, you know, this season and next season we do need to be closing that gap on Bayern Munich, but Bayern Munich are actually in 4th at the moment. They won't stay there. They had a slow start last season and still ended up winning the Bundesliga by a canter, but this season they're in 4th spot. They've won 2 and drawn 2, so they are dropping points, and we are top of the shot with 10 points, but there's only 4 games played. It's very early doors, and you can't take anything from the league table at this stage of the season. Quick look at the all-important finances. We have 36 million in the bank now. We've already had a payment for the Champions League of 12 million, so that really helps. I mean, this Champions League money is amazing. The transfer budget, we've now got 4 million in there left, and wage budget, we're slightly under that. So the finances at the moment looking reasonably healthy. And with that, I think we should get into our first game of the episode, and it is a Champions League game away at Celtic. Let's see if we can get 3 points in this game, get some, 2.4 million I think it is in the bank, and let's see if we can hit the ground running. We'll see you in the dugout. And welcome along to Celtic Park over here in Scotland. The team for today is Simon in goal, back 4 of Nets, Pavlovic, Schurz and Bayer. Esposito, one of the new lads, you've not seen an awful lot of him yet, but he's playing the DLP today. We've got Nauhaus and Glock in front of him. The 2 wingers are Nelson and Collado, with our superstar striker, Leonardo. Now I've called him a superstar, you watch today. He'll be on a 5.9 and won't let the barn door with a banjo. Let's get into the game. And we're underway on our first foray into the Champions League. Let's see if we can hit the ground running, get these 3 points. We need a good start here. Let's see if we can actually do a decent job. But it is Celtic with the first highlight. So we're on a gegenpress here. We need to be winning this ball back as quickly as possible. And then let's play the ball to feet. Try and keep it nice and simple to begin with. Nice ball there to Glock. Ball through. And we end up losing the ball there. So that is not ideal. Can we win this ball back quickly? Yes, we can. Schur's there. That's courtesy of quite a poor Celtic ball forward. Now House. And Leonardo is forward and puts that into row 6. So not got his shooting boots on as yet. 20 minutes into the game. So our keeper there puts the ball out onto the wing. Nelson just stands there and gives the ball away again. Please tell me this is not going to be one of those games where we just keep giving the ball away. We do some nice work though in defence there. Lovely ball there to Glock. And another lovely ball to Leonardo. But he gets tackled. Nelson on the left-hand side. Finds Esposito in midfield, who again gives the ball away. I think we maybe need to drop the tempo a little bit. We seem to be snatching at this somewhat. And the ball is in the back of the net. And we're losing at Celtic Park 1-0. So I have asked the lads to keep it a little bit short, to drop the tempo a little bit. Just stop snatching at the ball. I mean, XG-wise 0.22, but we have had a lot of possession in the game, which is reasonably encouraging, but only 3 shots as we come into half-time. So I'm going to say our shooting's not been good enough. Let's start the second half with the team that finished the first. Can we get some kind of a foothold into this game now? And I'm going to put them on attacking now. And again, we lose the ball there. Every highlight that we've seen up to now has been us giving the ball away. So obviously not a highlight for us. But we are just giving the ball away all of the time. We don't look like a cohesive unit at the moment. I mean, most of the games I've watched off camera, to be fair, have been reasonably tight. And, you know, once or twice we have kind of looked like we're putting a few passes together. 62 minutes on the clock. We do seem to have, seeing as it's early in the season, we do seem to have a lot of tired legs. I mean, I've made 4 changes and we've still got Pavlovic looking really tired. Net's looking really tired. Esposito has hardly played. He's looking really tired as well. Anyway, I have made 4 changes. So I've changed both my wingers. Mudryk and Tete have come on. And both my central mids. So Pabiga and the new lad Koku have come on in there. Just to see if we can try and get back into this game. We've got some fresh legs on the pitch now. Some good inventiveness there. Pabiga can get up and down with his, with his stamina. Koku can be very inventive, and we've hit the crossbar. So the subs have been made, and we're now putting a little bit of pressure on, but that comes to nothing. So Pavlovic now with the ball. Schur's playing the ball around at the back, trying to draw them out a little bit. Can we do that? Ball forward to Tete. Lovely ball over to Mudryk. He's going to slide that across, and Pabiga is going to absolutely burst the net with that one. We're back in the game at 1-1, and one of the subs that has come on has got us back into the game. And for once, the goal does stand. That was a beautiful ball out there to Mudryk. Mudryk just stops, waits, fine, picks his moment, and Pabiga in the back of the net, and it's 1-1. So we're going to give the lads now, I think we are going to give them a demand more, because we need to get a win out of this game. There's some very, very tough games now in the 8 games that we've got to play, and this is one of the ones I would expect 3 points out of, and nothing less. So I've told them that. I've told them I expect nothing but 3 points out of this game. Maybe I put a little bit of pressure on them, but since the subs have come on, we do seem to be performing a little bit better. So a ball there to Esposito. Lovely ball to Mudryk. Mudryk puts the ball in the back of the net. It's 2-1 now, and the subs have made a massive difference in this game. 2-1. We're winning this game now. We are going to drop back to a cautious mentality. And that a lovely ball there from Esposito, and Mudryk just places it with his left foot into the back of the net. Very, very nice. There's 73 minutes on the clock. My last substitution now, Rodriguez has come on at DM because Esposito was looking very, very tired, although he was on a 7.6, but we do have a free kick. Rodriguez has just come on, fires the ball over into the back post, header over the top, and that comes to nothing. So I am going to give him a little bit of praise, actually. Well, I will do when it all resets itself. Tete, ball over to that side now. Mudryk, who's actually made quite a difference since coming on. Back to Nets. Nets is on a yellow card, needs to be really careful. Mudryk, ball into Leonardo. And he fails to find the back of the net with that one. Can we make this? No, we can't do a shout yet. It's taken a while to reset itself, but we do lose the ball in midfield. Since we've scored the 2 goals, that's the first time that we've given the ball away. Let's hope our defenders can do a job. Nicely tidied up there, to be fair, but we do stick the ball out to a Celtic player, and we are giving the ball away again. I don't know whether this is tiredness or what. That's going to get fired over in the back of the net, and it's 2-2. Referee's having a rummage though. This would be a great time, referee. Have a rummage, find your whistle and disallow the goal because it was offside. Was it offside? It is disallowed. Very nice indeed. We'll take that. Let's have a look. Was it arm hairs? It wasn't arm hairs. That's okay. I don't like arm hair decisions with offsides. So we are on a cautious mentality now, and we're just playing the ball around the back now. We need to keep finding a Gladbach shirt with this. Just play it to feet, nice and simple. Mudryk out on that left-hand side. It's causing quite a bit of chaos down there. Finds Nets, and Nets has hit the crossbar. I mean, that's twice we've hit the crossbar in this game. This is absolutely ridiculous. 4 minutes of time added on. What? Take it to the corner flag. Just take it to the corner flag. Unfortunately, there's no instruction in Football Manager to take the ball to the corner flag. But Mudryk, Nets, that left-hand side has been really productive for us. Ball in the box, and the keeper palms it away. And we're now moving. No, we're not. We're getting another highlight now. Whose throw is this? I think it's ours. Jordan, throw it backwards. Throw the ball backwards to a defender. No, we're throwing it forwards apparently. And the ball goes out for a dead ball, and that comes to nothing. But having said that, it's all time wasted, and we do get the first 3 points on the board. We beat Celtic at Celtic Park 2-1. I had to make a few substitutions, and I do need to go away and look at this tiredness. It's a little bit worrying, if I'm honest. So a nice win to start off our Champions League campaign there, 2-1 at Celtic Park, and obviously the 2.4 million that comes in with that. You're going to think I'm absolutely obsessed with money, but I mean, money is a big side of the game, and particularly in Football Manager, I like to have a good team playing good football and winning things, but I also like to balance the books as well. None of this, you know, spending outside of your means to try and get the results. So, you know, Champions League, all that money coming in, well, hopefully. I mean, we've already had up to now, we've had about 15 million come in. So it's very, very nice and very, very important as well. Anyway, back to the Bundesliga. So we have a home game now against Eintracht Frankfurt. And, well, we'll see you in the dugout for that one. Eintracht Frankfurt are in town, and the team that is going to face them today is quite a changed team, if I'm honest, but I am a little bit worried about this tiredness that's running through. So it's not ideal making so many changes, but it's also not ideal playing games with lots of tired players. So I think in the Champions League game against Celtic, we saw there that lots of tired players. We were losing 1-0, freshened it up, particularly in the midfield and out on the wings, and all of a sudden we just came to life. So Mudryk does start today. I mean, whether he'll have a good game for us or not, I don't know. The assistant manager is knocking on my door saying we should sign him full time. He's worth a lot of money. Don't think that's going to happen. Anyway, the team is Simon in goal, who's now gone from a 2.5 to a 3-star keeper. This lad is going to be a superstar. 18 going on 19. He's still very young, but he's a tremendous potential. Back four, Agu, Pavlovic, Schurz and Fresneda. Pabiga is going to play the DM today. We've got Nauhaus and Koku in front of him. Mudryk and Tete on the wings with Leonardo up front. So like I say, a lot of changes today, and wouldn't be surprised if that doesn't affect our rhythm. But anyway, let's get into the game. And we're underway. I've just told the lads to just play it nice and calm today. There's no pressure on them. Let's just go out there, just enjoy your football, play it to feet, play the ball simple. Let's have some nice movement. Just try and create some chances. That looked like a great tackle there, but Mudryk is in. Mudryk slides the ball in the bottom corner, and we're 1-0 up. I mean, that looked like a terrific tackle, but Mudryk just jumped over the tackler's legs, carried on with his run. I mean, we'll see it here again. Nauhaus, Agu, lovely ball forward for Mudryk. Mudryk avoids that challenge and slides the ball in the bottom corner, and we are winning 1-0. And that's a great start of this game after 11 minutes. And we have all the momentum. We've had 47% possession, XG of 0.38 now. Frankfurt have just come back into the game a little bit, and here we see them on the ball, but we do win that back very, very nicely there. Mudryk again causing havoc on that left-hand side, and this time he goes to have a long shot and fires it well over the bar. So can we see this gegenpress working? Can we see it in action here? We need to be winning this ball back very quickly. At the moment, we don't seem to be doing that. Nobody seems to be going to the opposition to win that ball back. We need a little bit more endeavour. If we let them play the ball round us, then they will. And that generally involves a goal at the end of it. We do. Koku there, very unlucky. Got his foot on the ball there, but it didn't fall for him. We do seem to be actually keeping our shape. And we're just, I mean, I'm sure they will. Yes, they have found a little loophole there. The ball's in the back of the net. And that was very, very, very poor from Dennis Simon, I'm afraid. Showing some inexperience there. That should have been an easy save for him. Bit of a grass cutter. I mean, let's just watch that again. I mean, he just side-footed that. It was on his right side. He could have, well, it was on his left side, but it was on the side that he was diving for and didn't really make any contact with it at all. So that is very, very, very poor. I'm going to give him a demand more just before half-time because, quite frankly, that's not good enough. So I'm going to say we need more possession in the second half. Disappointed with what I've seen so far. We do need to start winning this ball back more often. I think I am going to go to attacking now. We're going to give them. We're going to give them a shout. They all seem like happy and smiley at the moment, so maybe let's not upset the apple cart. Eintracht Frankfurt have come back into the game, however. The ball is headed out there. Can we win that ball? Yes, Schurz does some good work there. Tete with the ball again. He only needs to slide that across. He's actually had a shot and it's in the back of the net. It's 2-1. And you do see that an awful lot where you're thinking all he needs to do is slide that across to the centre forward. But he had to go himself and he scores a nice goal there, Tete. Lovely finish. I mean, to be fair, their keeper was a little bit at fault at that. He squoze it between the keeper's arm and the post. Okay, going to drop back to balance now and we're going to make a few subs. 73 minutes, 4 changes. I've changed my midfield 2 again. So Esposito and Rodriguez have come on. Fresh legs in the middle there. Let's see if we can do what we did against Celtic. Friedrich has come on at centre-back to replace yellow-carded Schurz. And Collado has come on for Tete on the right wing. So we are playing a balanced mentality now. Can we actually increase this lead? I don't know. I'm not quite sure. We have gone to a balanced mentality. But we are playing the ball around quite nicely. That's a lovely ball there. It finds Collado in loads of space. And that's in the back of the net. Leonardo with his 5th goal of the season. That is definitely going to stand. There's no referee in sight, no referee's whistle in sight. The linesman's got his flag down by his side, and that goal does stand. Mudryk, beautiful ball out to Collado in loads of space. His first shot actually hits the defender, but fortuitously, that's a big word, fortuitously bounces back to Leonardo. 5th goal of the season. Looks like he's going to score plenty of goals for us again. And Collado's in for the 4th. Although the referee is having a bit of a rummage this time. What are you going to say, referee? Are you going to disallow that one? He's disallowed it. Okay, it's 3-1 with 10-15 minutes to go. So we are getting another highlight. Oh, this is the... Oh, it was arm hairs. We all love an arm hairs offside, don't we? No is the answer to that one if you were struggling. Ball over the top. Agu. Nicely chased forward there. Oops. That's... Ooh, dear me. There was some buffoonery went on there. I thought Agu had done really well there, but then just stood there and gave the ball away. But we are moving nicely now into time added on. 4 minutes. We are getting another highlight. Can we keep the energy levels up for this gegenpress? Can we just keep those energy levels up, press them, make them work for that's a lovely, lovely tackle there at the back. Absolutely beautiful tackle. Not sure who that was. I'm not sure whether it was either of the centre-backs there. I'm not sure. But beautiful tackle and gets us out of a little bit of a hole. But they're coming back at us again. Again, another nice header there, but it does end up with a Frankfurt shirt. And that is quite a wild shot, but the keeper did save them. We're getting more highlights now. Typical FM tactic this. When you think you've actually got the game won, plenty of highlights at the end just to keep you on the edge of your seat. Ball over the top. And that was to nobody. Are we going to get the final whistle? No, we're not. We're going to get another highlight. Eintracht Frankfurt with the ball again. Are they going to get a second goal here? Is it going to be squeaky bum time? And what happened there? I'm not quite sure what happened there. He's blown for offside. Right, Pavlovic, just kick the ball back to the keeper. Back to the keeper. Back to the keeper. Pavlovic, back to the keeper. The referee's blown the whistle, and that is a nice 3-1 win. And I'm going to say a very nice victory. Well done. Let's not get them too big-headed at this stage of the season. So not a bad little episode. A win in the Champions League and a win in the Bundesliga. Let's have a little look at the Bundesliga and see how it's standing at the moment. So Leipzig still have to play their game yet, but the top 4 is Gladbach, Mainz 05, Bayern Munich and Leipzig, and at the moment we're on top by 2 clear points. So as you can see there, form 4 wins, 1 draw. Everybody else is kind of slipping up a little bit. Bayern Munich did win their latest league game, so we do need to be aware of that, but it's still very, very early days. So as per usual, I'm going to go away now, play a few games off camera, and let's hope when we come back that we've won a few more Champions League games, or at least got some points on the board, some more money in the bank, and that we're still top of the Bundesliga. And all that is left for me to say is, well, thanks for watching, and if you've enjoyed today's episode, please give me a thumbs up, and if you're a new subscriber, then, well, spread the word. Let's try and get the channel to grow a little bit, and we'll see you very, very shortly with the next episode. We'll see you then.